Alright, so let's talk about Robot Taekwon V. So, this is a South Korean movie from 1976, and it's basically, during the 70s, the Koreans apparently, like to, what's emulate the styles that were common in, Japanese anime. So yeah, this is a very anime-esque movie, and yeah, it falls into the giant robot genre in case the title and cover don't tip you off or anything. So yeah, it's about, this young man who's like this taekwondo yeah, he's like a highly skilled taekwondo fighter, and he wins this taekwondo tournament, and then these guys who lost various fighting tournaments, they get kidnapped, and they're used in some kind of plot by some secret organization. Let me see, what are they called again? The Red Empire, and I guess they're, a clear, a clear allegory or whatever you call it for, communism. And, yeah, so they plot to use these, fighters to power their, super-powered robots. Yeah. But, our main hero's dad, as well as his love interest's dad, they've been putting together this giant robot named Taekwon V. But yeah, and yeah, there's also this, what do you call her, android or whatever, who's, this android girl who wants to be human. She was built by the main bad guy, and, yeah. And again, I don't want to give too much of the story away. It is kind of confusing to explain all the little details, but, it does raise some questions, like, what happened to these fighters they kidnapped? Do they just get killed when they blow up the robots? Well, I guess probably. Or they, implant their minds into the robot. I don't even remember what the details are. They probably explain it somewhere, but I didn't catch it. And, let's see. There's also this obnoxious kid character who basically tags along, and he dresses up in some, makeshift robot costume with a, teapot / watering can for a mask. And, he basically becomes, the hero's sidekick, even though, he's pretty much useless. And yeah, all around, he's probably the worst part of the movie, because early on, after he puts the suit on, he starts picking on these other kids who don't seem to be causing any real trouble, and then he shoots some kind of disease at them and makes them sick or something, and yeah. So it's not a good look for this sidekick comic relief character, and he insists on tagging along, and the heroes don't even question it. They're like, okay, that's perfectly fine. They don't think to just be like, no, this is not for you, this is too dangerous for a kid, and then they just bring him home or whatever. No, they're just like, okay, you can come with. Yeah, you're my sidekick now. So yeah, it's pretty dumb, and yeah, he doesn't really contribute anything to the movie. Like, at one point, he, like, kind of knocks down one of the giant robots, but, you know, he doesn't destroy the robot or anything. He just kind of annoys it for a moment. And, and yeah, the story goes into all kinds of complicated directions. For instance, you know, we have this one character who's so obviously the villain behind everything, but they present it as like another villain, but I think you can guess pretty early on that this other guy is like disguised as this other villain, like you know he's involved in some way or another. So yeah, and yeah, I mean, I guess on the more positive notes, the animation wasn't too bad. It got kind of choppy at times, but aside from that, it was mostly pretty smooth, fluid, and, you know, it did seem at parts like they might have used, like, some rotoscoped, you know, live actors to, you know, perform the Taekwondo moves, because, yeah, they did seem pretty well detailed and stuff. So yeah, I kind of appreciate that aspect. And I guess the overall action slash story was entertaining enough. But yeah, the movie was confusing at times, and yeah, the characters weren't great. And you know, I have reviewed some of these other Korean anime movies before that, well, several of which have come out, or you know, yeah, there's a couple that I remember that have come out a couple years after this movie. I do still have both Secret of 77 Dan and Goldwing 123. Those are 4 years later, and both of them are probably lower quality than this one. I'd have to watch them again, though, but, well, why would I want to watch them again unless I'm re-reviewing it? Anyway, yeah, this wasn't a great movie, but, you know, it definitely had a few entertaining and... Or, yeah, there were some things I kind of liked, but, and I'm trying to think if there's anything else I should add right here and now, but otherwise, if, yeah, as usual, I'll put anything I remember afterward in the comments. Yeah, I can't think of a whole lot else to talk about. I mean, it's giant robots fighting, so yeah, you kind of, if that's what you're into, I suppose you'll, you know, enjoy this movie well enough. And, you know, if you're into, like, the martial arts stuff and all that. So yeah, I guess that's about all I have for now. I'll go ahead and give this movie a 6 out of 10. I might rate it higher if it weren't for some of the flaws. Yeah, I mean, again, if this is the kind of stuff you're into, I suppose you'll enjoy this movie well enough. So yeah, I guess I'll just leave it at that for now. Mash it and smash it, signing off.